have a segment on this show that we do every week that we like to call Nerd News. It is last week's Nerd News today. He's laughing about something totally unrelated to whatever.
The things.
We had a conversation like 5 minutes ago. He's just now thinking it's funny, so pay no attention. But anyway, we're going to the studio to our anchor person, Brent Williams, who is our he is our purveyor of all things nerd news. And Brent, what have you got for us this week?
Well, our first news story comes from a listener.
Oh,
it was suggested by a listener.
Okay.
Chris. Yes. Thank you very much, Chris.
Chris?
This is really cool.
Thanks, Chris.
So there's a company called Final Spark, and what they've done is they have lab-grown brain cells. They're called organoids.
Organoids. That is an animated series.
That is. It is. It's a Hanna-Barbera
It's
series.
time for Organoids. And we're zany to the north.
They developed what they call a wetware platform, right? And basically what it
There's
is.
a joke here.
Yeah. Just let me get through this, okay?
Sorry.
So they've grown these brain cells. They've grown these brain cells from stem cells, right? And they've hooked it into a virtual reality. And that brain actually controls a butterfly, and you can go online and you can interact with this. It's really cool. And so basically what it is the brain becomes like a switch. Basically, based on the inputs, it decides whether or not the butterfly flies in a straight line or
like
does
a choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Well, not really, because there's only one option. There's two options.
So yes, but no.
It's either the butterfly flies in a straight line or flies in like a jaggedy pattern or whatever. But anyway, it's really cool because you go online and you interact with this, and the brain decides based on your inputs how to control the butterfly.
Wait, the brain decides based on your brain or
your inputs, right? Because you can go online and you can interact with this brain organoid. Yeah, it's really cool.
But basically the options are straight line or zigzag.
Yeah, it's basic because this is new technology, right? So it's basically what they're calling like a neural network, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like an amalgam of computers and organic tissue.
I still feel like if we just came up tonight with a theme song for organoids.
It's time for Organoids.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to call that a win right there.
Yeah. We could sell it to them and they'd be happy with it. All right. Okay, organoids. So what else you got?
All right. In another episode of What the Heck Are They Thinking? So we had an episode where we talked about horror movies, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And one of the reasons they're so prevalent is because they're so cheap to make.
True. Yeah.
There's a new movie coming out. Oh, and we talked about, Winnie the Pooh and all that, how they made
those.
Yes.
And the Banana Splits, how they turned that.
Yes.
Okay, the latest installment of the What the Heck Are They Thinking horror movie, Popeye the Slayer Man.
Oh my God.
Give it to me.
Seriously?
Popeye the Slayer Man.
Popeye the Slayer Man.
Oh my gosh.
Is this in production?
It's in production right now.
Thank the maker.
Yeah. There's actually a trailer. You can go online and see a
Oh
trailer.
no.
of it. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it's a dude, and he's all, jacked up with the forearms and stuff, and he's just all pissed off.
We all know how he got those forearms.
He was like a mascot for a spinach company or something.
Oh my gosh.
And they shut down, and he's pissed off about it. or
So
something.
happy about this.
Yeah. So he's killing people because he's mad.
Let's kill.
Popeye the Slayer
Okay,
Man.
this is really, really cool.
Okay.
In Manchester, England, it's where
Manchester.
Manchester. It's where Manchester. It's where that's more Liverpool, isn't it?
It is more
Manchester.
Liverpudlian.
Liverpudlian.
It's Manchester.
Anyway, in Manchester, England, they're going to debut a new live interactive Pac-Man game where there is a Pac-Man field and there are projections, and you wear this little vest that has a Pac-Man on it, and you run around trying to eat the dots and avoid the monsters.
The ghosts?
Yeah, the ghosts, yeah.
Pacu.
So it's like
I mean,
on a
that?
soccer pitch? You have to
No,
run
it's not
around?
a soccer. It's like an indoor thing, and it's like a digital landscape thing, and you go in, there's projections. So it's kind of like a...
So
like
it's Pac-Man in real life.
Yeah,
you
it's
get
like
to play
Pac-Man in real life.
Pac-Man and then eat people on the field?
You get to be Pac-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not that fast. I'm not that fast.
Is that the Squirrely Dan thing again?
Well, too fat to run.
Pretty much.
I would never get that. Yeah, I would never.
It's like you're
be
gassed
good at
after
that.
the first 10
I would
seconds.
watch that. I would go to the stadium and watch that game being played.
It's like, I have a story about this. So many years ago when I was in my 40s, which is probably the best shape I've ever been in.
I love that he said many years ago.
Many
when
years
I was
ago.
in
Is that
my
like
40s.
20, 30 years
Yeah,
ago?
like 50 years ago.
All right, gotcha.
Off child.
Like 100 years ago. I went and I decided I was going to play indoor soccer. Right.
Oh.
So
Okay.
in
I
case
need
you
to
don't-
hear this.
In case you don't know, in indoor soccer, there's no out of bounds. The game
Right.
just keeps going.
It's like rollerball,
Right.
but whatever.
So my very first game of indoor soccer, I go and I do my stretches and everything. I'm all good to go. And we start playing. I get out on the field and I'm running around. And man, all of a sudden I'm just like gassed. It's like I can't take another step. What the heck? I mean, this game has to be almost over. I looked up. We were 2 minutes into the game. I'm like, I think I need to work on my cardio.
Hey, Zombieland
What
taught
was
us
I
anything.
thinking?
That's right. Cardio,
Double tap.
double tap. That's
Bad decisions made while under the influence of alcohol.
it.
That's
I
right.
get it. Yeah.
right. Anyway, that's all I have.
And that is
Yes.
it for this week's edition of Nerd News. Thank you so much, Brent. We always appreciate
By the
that.
way, I want to point out how efficient that was.
It's so efficient.
We're 7 minutes into the episode.
know, right?
And we're already done with the nerd news.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That is
Mostly because
amazing.
Micah didn't have a lot to say.
That's true.
Yeah.
No stories. I'm sorry. No stories and no.
Wait, I've got a story. No, I don't. No, I don't.
and no 10-minute lead ups into the story.
Yes. The preamble to the story is often what
I
kills
didn't
us
prep
on
a good
time.
dad joke for this one.
Oh, my God.